Hey guys, check it out. This is the world debut of the brand new all-electric BMW iX. Here are the top 10 things you need to know. Number 10, the BMW iX is roughly the same size as the BMW X5, but height-wise, it's more similar to the BMW X6. Now let me know in the comments below what you think of the styling. It's definitely pretty funky. The crazy part is BMW says that this car has a drag coefficient of 0.25. The BMW i8, that's right, that crazy two-door supercar hybrid, that had a drag coefficient of 0.26. Think about that, this big SUV is slipperier than an i8. So how do they get such a low drag coefficient? Well, a lot of clever engineering. In the front here, the kidney grills aren't grills in the old sense of the term. These actually hide the radar sensors, and they're heated, and they've got this crazy film on them, which is supposed to be self-healing, so if you get nicked by rocks and stuff, it's not going to start looking all chipped up. In theory, it will stay looking like this. There's also air curtains on the outside, and my favorite feature, that right there. Lift up the BMW emblem, that's where you put your washer fluid. The iX has a super unique design. I have to say, when I first saw it in images, I wasn't all that excited about it, but after standing next to it in person, wow, this thing is big. It's got a lot of road presence and it really stands out. I love the flush door handles, the unique wheels, and I have to say, I really kind of like the grille in this application. Because the car is so big, the grille kind of just fits in terms of its overall layout. BMW says that this car will go about 300 miles on a single charge. Now to charge it up, open up this flap, you've got two different ports, one for AC and one for DC fast charging. It has a 106 kilowatt hour battery. BMW says charge times from 10 to 80% can be as little as about 40 minutes, and the peak charge rate, 200 kilowatts, which is also quite impressive. Number 8, the iX has 516 horsepower. BMW says it will go from 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds and hit a top speed of 124 miles per hour. Number 7, the trunk on the iX is pretty funky. When you lift it open, the tail lights go up with the trunk, and they've included supplemental tail lights here on the body so people can see you at night. It's just a very interesting design, but it means there's a lot of load space to get things in and out. Of course, it has the power liftgate. Number 6, the interior design is crazy, but the coolest part are the screens. This is the new iDrive 8 system, a 12.3 instrument cluster screen, and that main screen is almost 15 inches, but the coolest part, they share a curved piece of glass. Now iDrive, still touchscreen, you can still use the rotary knob. It now has 5G, of course, standard Apple CarPlay, standard Android Auto. It looks pretty good. I can't wait to see what it's like in the real world. The interior in the iX is really the big standout. At the same event here in LA, BMW also launched the i4, and that has a completely different feeling interior. The i4 feels kind of like a standard BMW that happens to be electric. More videos on that to come soon. The iX feels like they threw away the rule book and reinvented what it meant to drive a Beamer. Stuff like the flat floor and the big open airy pass-through in the front. Or how about these seats with this insane large diamond stitching? Or what about the seat controls that are crystals? Pretty crazy stuff. They really went nuts with the interior design. Number 5, the floor mats. They look like standard floor mats, right? But they're actually made out of recycled fishnets. In fact, a lot of the interior is made out of recycled materials. Number 4, the hexagonal steering wheel. I can't believe this is a production car steering wheel because it looks like something straight out of a jet fighter. Flat on the top, flat on the bottom. You've got this angle on the right and the left side, 2 spokes. It just looks so sleek. Next up, this car is made out of a carbon reinforced plastic. It's supposed to be strong and much lighter weight than a conventional steel or aluminum. The iX also has a glass roof, which you can change from clear to opaque at the push of a button. You can't do that in a Model Y or a Model X Tesla. Number 2 is the price. This car is going to start at $83,200. A starting price of $83,000 puts it right in line with vehicles like the Tesla Model X, maybe even something like the Audi e-tron and the upcoming Rivian R1S. My initial impressions are very positive. Over 500 horsepower, 0 to 60 in the mid-4 second range, all-wheel drive is standard here in the United States. It's looking pretty good, and I have to say, I love the direction BMW has taken. They've gone funky, they've gone different, and they're really trying to break the mold of what a traditional car is. My full review on the new BMW iX will come closer to launch when we can really get our hands on this new vehicle, put it through our EV tests, and see what the range is like in the real world. And that brings us to availability. You can pre-order this car starting today. It's going to hit dealerships starting the beginning of next year. Let me know what you think of the new BMW iX in the comment section below. As always, this has been Tommy with the Fastlane Car. Check out tflcar.com for the latest and greatest in new electric reviews.